Common Guru. I'm Jax. Today we're going to take a look at the next question in our New Year, New Way series. Are you careless about your appearance? This has been a roller coaster for me. I was the ugly duckling when I was younger. I felt so ugly, just awful. It felt awkward and unattractive and fat and just did not like my body and did not like who I was, and awful. When I look back at my pictures from grades, I'd say 5 till 11, I would have been the perfect opportunity for a makeover because I didn't care about my hair. I didn't care about my eyebrows. They were a unibrow right across. Let's see, what else was there? I just didn't wear any makeup. I didn't care what kind of clothes I wore. Inside I was dying and I wanted to be more attractive, but I really had no idea how. None. Grade 12 came and I went through a transformation, and I started to do my hair and started to apply makeup and wear tight jeans. I'm really aging myself, but there were jeans called Fancy Ass back in my day, and they were like painted on. I even had a pair that had the zipper that went right from the front to the back, and they were just really comfortable. And at that time, at the lowest weight I've ever been, I felt just as heavy as I do now, and just as unattractive as I did then. It was all a costume, a front. It didn't help my ugly duckling status at all. In fact, when I left the small town that I was living in, and I went to move to the big city of Calgary, and I received some attention because I was successful in changing my appearance. I had underwent a makeover. I had almost like a nervous breakdown on the inside. I could not handle the attention. I had no idea what to do with it. And if a guy even said hi to me, I totally misread what he said or what he did or anything like that, because I just had no idea how to handle it. No idea. Some years went by and I toned down some of my outward appearance so that I would draw attention to myself. And I did a marginal amount so that I felt relatively attractive, but didn't draw too much attention. That way I still had the wow factor if I tried to dress up. When I turned 40, I decided to become a MILF. I don't know if you guys know what those are, but it's a mother I'd like to, and we're just going to let the F word be the F word. And I went on a mission. I spent mountains of time on my hair. I had all these different kinds of colors, and I had makeup that was quite extensive. My neckline plunged, my pants went tighter, I lost a bunch of weight, I wore really high boots, and I strutted my stuff. Again, I did not deal with the ugly duckling. I did not feel attractive at all. In fact, it produced a different animal, a different beast within myself, that I would be a peacock and I would walk in expecting all the attention, like make the grand entrance myself and expect all the guys to look at me. And it was a very pompous, ugly feeling. But at the same time, I felt, whoa, look at me, I can draw this attention. So if I wasn't battling with how insecure and ugly I felt, and I didn't like the attention because I just still was the ugly duckling on the outside, I swung to the other side of the pendulum and became this heinous witch of a person that expected it. And then struggled on the inside because I was getting talked to by guys in a way that was not... They did not want to be my friend. They wanted to do other activities, and they shared with me exactly what they would want to do. Some of them were quite cryptic, and some of them were completely offensive, and I was very surprised at how I was treated. I was talking to a friend of mine one day, and I was talking about how this makeover, how it was affecting other people. And she listened to me for about 10 minutes. And she looked at me, she goes, I just wish that I had one day of your life. One day! And I thought, okay. Thanks for not listening. But I guess I didn't realize that that kind of attention is something that a lot of women crave, that they want to be sexually desirable and have that power over men. What it did for me is show a side of myself that I really, really didn't like. So my hair went through a really rough time where it was extremely dry and yucky, and it just wasn't going to be, and you can see in my previous videos that my hair is pretty curly, and it's curly hair can be very dry. So with all the extensive coloring and stuff that I did with my makeover, and my hair was long, I had basically colored it to death, and it was dying. It was very dying. So I had a friend of mine put some lowlights in my hair, and I grew my hair out naturally. Now I have some gray hair here. It's kind of hard to see. I don't know if you can see it, but I've decided to leave this gray streak right here. If you've seen X-Men Rogue, she has a white streak right there. She kind of inspired me, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to see what my hair looks like all grown out. It took me like 2 years to do this, and then I realized that this is the way it's going to be, and I'm going to embrace my gray hair. In fact, my husband and I have laughed because if I lose a gray hair, I get quite upset. I'm like, no, I don't want to lose that one, because I would love, like some women have just gorgeous gray and hair, and they gray just beautifully. To me, that would be just the ultimate thing, is to have such amazing gray hair. So I've decided to make my gray hair part of my beauty instead of running away from it. With the makeup, as you can see, I don't have any makeup on, and I guess the lights are making my face a little bit red, but whatever. I have coconut oil on my face, and that is all. Now, it didn't go overnight. This went over like about a 4-year period. And what happened is that I slept in one day, and I went to work, and I didn't have any makeup on. I was expecting someone to say something to me, and I actually, you know how you'll say something because you're afraid that other people are going to say, no, oh, well, I'm sorry if I look a little bit tired, I forgot my makeup, and they looked at me and went, no. I thought, well, and I had that about 3 or 4 times. So the next day I didn't wear any makeup either. Same result. So I went, what am I doing then? What am I worrying about putting all this stuff on my face to present myself when nobody ever noticed, and it didn't make any difference? Excuse me. And so I thought, well, that's it. I'm just going to take it off. So it's been, what has it been now? 4 years now? But it was interesting. Last year, a girlfriend at my work asked me to wear makeup because she looked at me and she thought it was quite interesting that I have a bare face and natural hair and everything like that. And I thought, okay, well. So it was hard to put it on because I hadn't done it in such a long time, and my makeup was kind of old because I haven't used it either. But I thought, okay, I'll just try it. So I put it on, and I kept going like that because it just felt weird. Because if you're not used to wearing it. So I wore it, and I got some of the reactions that I used to get in my MILF stage. Not as strong, mind you, because I wasn't all dolled up and dressed to match everything else. But some of the familiar feelings came up again about, oh, look at me and look how hot I look. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to get just don't want to do that. And the worst thing was not wanting to be able to do this, because you know what? I can do that whenever I want to because I don't have anything on my face. The whole time I'm like, oh, you just want to go up because there's something on your eye that's bothering you. So have I actually dealt 100% with those feelings behind there? No, I have not. But I do know that, as in with everything, they're going to come up, and they're going to come up, and I will deal with them accordingly. But right now, I actually just really enjoy my face like this. I love the fact that my hair is like that, where the gray is coming in, and I wanted to find a whole new beauty. Just be as beautiful as you can be on the inside, and then the inside, the beauty just comes all out, and you're beautiful on the outside. On my Steam It post, you'll see a picture that was taken at Christmas time. And I look at my picture and I'm like, my hair is like it is now with nothing in it. I just use coconut oil in my hair too. And I look absolutely radiant. And I thought, wow, women can look radiant just being themselves. You don't have to have all of this stuff to fight off the age. Happiness is the greatest thing to make yourself look good and to combat any kind of wrinkles or even gray hair. Thanks for joining us, everyone. If you want to get in contact with the Common Guru, you can check down in our description box below. And thanks so much for joining me today, and have a great day. And don't forget to subscribe.